Hello, my name is Joseph Ribeiro, and I will be presenting an important terminology in qualitative research called qualitative description. Qualitative description is a research method focused on providing a direct, rich, and straightforward account of experiences or phenomena. It is a straightforward qualitative approach used to describe people's experiences in their own words. Unlike methods that seek deep interpretation, it aims for an accurate, detailed summary of the events or perceptions. Researchers often choose this design when they want practical, accessible findings, especially in the applied fields like healthcare or education. This approach is useful when the goal is practical application or quality improvement rather than developing new theories often used in fields like healthcare research. Here are the 6 features of qualitative description research. Number 1. Focus on the participants' experiences. The primary goal is to describe what happened, what participants think, or how they feel using their own words and perspectives. Second features, direct and close to the data. These findings are presented in a way that stays close to the original data, often using straightforward language to describe the phenomenon of interest. Third, features. Flexible methodology. Researchers can use various data collection methods such as semi-structured interviews, focus groups, or observations, and adapt the approach as needed. Number 4, features. Pragmatic application. It is particularly useful when the research aims to inform practical change, develop interventions, or improve quality in a specific setting, such as healthcare environment. Number 5, less theoretical emphasis. Unlike methods like grounded theory, a qualitative description does not prioritize building new theories or extensive conceptual frameworks. Finally, data-derived analysis, which is involving generating codes and themes directly from the data to ensure fidelity to the participant's experience. Listed here are the most common qualitative descriptive research methodologies, which I'm now going to describe. Case study is an in-depth investigation of a single person, group, event, or community using multiple sources of data like interviews and documents. Second methodology is ethnography. Researchers immerse themselves in the group or culture to understand it from the inside, often through a long-term, direct observation. Grounded theory is another methodology. It's an inductive approach where theories are developed from the ground up based on the data collected during the research process. And finally, phenomenology focuses on understanding the live experiences of an individual and their interpretations of a specific phenomenon. When and why use qualitative description? We use qualitative descriptive research to explore a poorly understood phenomenon. This design is ideal for an initial exploration into a topic to gain a foundational understanding from the perspective of those experiencing it firsthand. Another one is for practical and applied research in professions like healthcare. Quality description is a flexible and effective design for practitioners, policymakers, and students who need to understand a problem with real-world implications such as patients or family experiences with healthcare interventions. When the time and resources are limited, we use qualitative description because it focuses on the straightforward description rather than high-level theorizing. This approach can be more time and cost effective. This makes it a pragmatic option for smaller independent research projects. So now that we know the when, why do we use qualitative description? It's to obtain a first-hand knowledge. It offers a direct way to understand the perspectives, thoughts, feelings, and behaviors of individuals in their natural contexts. It also informs policy and practice. The accessible and easily understood findings are especially relevant to the practitioners and policymakers who can use this information to create or improve programs and services. It is pragmatic and flexible. The design is not tied to a single theory or procedure and allows researchers to use mix of data collection techniques such as interviews, focus groups, and observations. Qualitative descriptions also allows to maintain data integrity by focusing on low interference interpretation. Researchers stay close to the data, ensuring the findings accurately reflect the participants' account and limiting the potential for researchers' own bias to heavily influence the analysis. And finally, we used qualitative description research to give voice to participants. The approach to provides an opportunity for individuals to describe their own experience in their own words, giving voice to a vulnerable or under-researched populations such as context of healthcare and social care. For this course, I use a qualitative descriptive study to explore patients' experience with live experience who had COVID-19 and survived but developed a smell disorders, and I focus on how altered olfaction influences daily living, their relationships, their safety, and coping mechanism, and other challenges without interpreting deeper meanings. I utilized the phenomenon qualitative methodology and gathered data through one-on-one interview. After I gathered the data, I generated codes and themes from the results. And then finally, I developed a sentence that helped me answer my research question. So, in summary, qualitative description helps me capture people's experience as they are lived and described, providing findings that are credible, clear, and useful in the real-world context. Here are my references. Thank you for listening.